What's up YouTube? How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another highlight video. I'm actually not in Victoria right now. I'm not at home. Went to the F1 with Lex Feldhaus and his girlfriend, my girlfriend. So it was a fun weekend. I got a bit of sun, as you guys can probably tell. But yeah, it's been great. I'm gonna be back on the stream grind very soon. I wanted to intro this video for you. Really fun scoop run. $530, so another high event, and spoilers, some pretty good strategy and a decent run. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. So we're starting with a ton of chips here. The 530 starting with 250k. As you can see, it's at 3k, 6k, guys. Like we have plenty of chips here to start out. So that's going to be our sort of feature event that we focus mostly on to start the day. So the King Jack against the raise under the gun from a player, we just sat down. We don't know anything about the table. Let's start with the call, though. King Jack is a decent hand. Let's go Hudis on this player. Smur seems to be a senior. We have a friend of the stream, Oompa Loompa. Here, good luck, Oompa Loompa. Strauss, don't know anything about them. All right, goes check 9 on the turn. It's a really good spot to bluff for us. I mean, we just hit this board a lot more than our opponent does. They raise under the gun, so they have a lot of the overpairs and strong hands, ace kings, ace queens. They don't have very many eights, They don't have very many sixes. Maybe ace 6 suited, maybe 6-7 suited, that's about it. Whereas we have 6-4, 6-5, 6-6, 6-7, 6-8, 6-9, 6-10 suited, 6 jack suited, like all those sorts of hands, right? So it's a good spot for us to rep it. We pick up chips, man. First hand of the tournament, we pick up chips. What's going on? Is it going to be a good day? I believe. Nines. And we get 3-bet from Strauss. This is a close spot, but going to be a shove against an aggressive player. It's also a good stack for them to 3-bet against us, and we have decent equity. So, vamos, you guys. Here we go. 30 bigs. 9-9. Boom! Snap by aces. All right.
9 ball, corner pocket.
Oh, it's a 9! The Stars Nuts 9! Go, let's go! 461k. This is how fairy tales begin, man. Hit the set. It's gonna be one of those days, I think. One of those days where we just get lucky and win everything. Hopefully we'll make some good plays as well. Alright, pocket sixes, here we go. Here's a hand we get to play. A shove for 16 big blinds. Yikes. It's pretty close for us here with sixes. Because the thing, we have to risk 53 big blinds against the 3 remaining stacks. So if we're closing the action, this is a very easy call. With 3 behind, it makes it a lot closer. I think this is going to be a profitable play. A profitable shove. I don't like calling, because if we call, the only way we can get out of the hand is if it goes a shove and another shove. That's about it. And that's just going to happen so rarely. And we also leave people the option to sometimes be lighter and reshove on us. So, all right, here we go. We got a flip for 277k. That's a straight for the 8. Too bad, man. Too bad. Definitely want to look at after the session, though, and see if we made the right decision there with the reshove of 6s. I think it is. It's pretty close, though. The 3 behind. Again, in the big blind, there's nothing to think about. There's just so much money in play, but it's not great to risk 53 bigs. Kings in the 530. Come on, King. This is where we can build a stack, dude. 2 big stacks and a reshove stack behind us. This is not a bad spot to squeeze. Or to just slow play. I know I said it's best with aces, but we have 2 big stacks that are going to be playing aggressively and can squeeze here. And we have the reshove stack in Ilani. Which sets up potential for, like, stacking Dom of Professor, Getting a full double up, 35 big blinds deep. They both fold, so now it's on Founder Ace to hopefully put in the squeeze here. They fold as well, and we just go to the flop. Still a pretty good flop for kings, A Jack 10, a Jack Queen, a King Jack, an Ace Jack, pocket queens, all those sorts of hands we're going to get a lot of money from. Dom checks, though, and we're going to start with a bet of around half pot. All right, on us with the Ace-9 offsuit. I'm going to put in a 3-bet here. I think it's a pretty good spot to do it. Gibbler, raising a lot of hands, folding to a lot of 3-bets. Our image is pretty good. It's pretty tight. And we have a hand that's not quite good enough to just call here, because it doesn't play very well. So let's turn it into a bluff. I get a call from Gibbler and a queen 10-9 flop with backdoor hearts. Yikes. It's a really tough flop because we have a piece and we have some good turns for our hand. But there's a lot that beats us here as well. So the question is, do we turn our 9 into a bluff or do we just check here and then probably have to fold to a river lead? I think the check is the right move. Now we could turn our hand into a bluff. They bet 60k and I'm pretty happy folding. We do block ace jack and we block hearts. But I don't expect people to fold a jack. And I think it's totally reasonable that they have a jack here. So I'm just going to get out of the way. Unsuccessful bluff. But I still think it was right to try. Raise the 9-10 and get a 3-bet to 58k. You think Bill Perkins did it for you or the gambling excitement? I mean, he definitely did it because it was fun, but he also made the bet because it was going to improve our life, you know? So he wouldn't have made the bet if it wasn't fun, but he also wouldn't propose a bet that's going to make our life worse. Only bets that would make our life better. Let's check on the flop, 4 of clubs on the turn. I think check call is good now. Jack, queen, ace are the bad cards in the river, but I don't think that's enough cards to make it worth protecting. So let's keep the pot smaller. Check call. It's one of the bad cards, dude. We lose now. We lose now. Because even their semi-bluffs, you know, like their ace-5 suiteds, they got there. So we have to check fold. We can't even rep strong hands to bluff the river. It's just like, it's over. That's too bad, man. We'll hang in, though. Couple tough hands. Some bad flops, but we're still alive. We have a shove spot here in the 530, you guys, in the cutoff for 11 big blinds. Get a call from Andrew Polk. Against fours, we got a flip for 300k. Hit me with the ace. Hit me with the 7. That's the 7. Let's go. 300k coming our way. Never in doubt, chat. We're back. We're back to 300,000. 8-8 with 15 big blinds. Of course, we're all in. Call by 7s for 450k. Can we hold? Can we hold it? Let's go, you guys. Double up in the 530. We got a good stack again. All right, a call from Gibbler 321. I think we have a good spot to check back here with our ace-9. We saw this board earlier. It was in a 3-bet pot against Gibbler. This one is just a raise and a call pot, which we feel a lot more comfortable with our ace-9 in that scenario. Ace on the turn. We don't do very well against check raises here. I think it's going to be tough to get a worse hand to call 2 streets, actually. So I'm going to include this in a check again. It's a bad river. I mean, we would be protecting from a king river or a jack river and a queen river. That's about it, but I still like checking. Once they check, I think we have a value bet here, but it's thin. Here we go, guys. We see a shove for 15 big blinds. We call against the queens. We need an ace or a king. That's a king on the flop for 500,000 chips. Can we hold? Let's go, you guys. We hold. And all of a sudden, we got a stack in the deep stack, man. We've got a stack in the deep stack. 157 and 359. It pays 125. Registration is closed. The mid cash is $1,100. All right, pocket 7s for us in the 530 deep. And we're going to raise it up on the button. It's a tough hand to play against a 3-bet from A. Ponakov. Against a 3-bet from Baby Grand. So we're just going to shove. And we do get that 3-bet. So the question is a 4-bet better or a call against the small blind? And I think it's going to be a 4-bet. We start the hand with 44 big blinds. Then again, 7s is quite strong. And with such a big stack, I expect them to be playing aggressively. Taking advantage of our opening range, which is wide on the button. We can pick up 170k if they fold, and if they don't fold, we're going to be flipping a lot, and then sometimes they're going to have the bigger pair, and that sucks. But I think especially at a table this difficult and in a tournament this difficult, we should take every edge, and I think there's an edge here. So let's ship it in. There it is. 850. 850, man. Chipping up, chipping up, chipping up. 109 to 318. Ace, ace in the deep stack. Ace, ace in the deep stack. We raise. Come on, someone get wild here, dude. Someone go crazy. Oh, Gonzo's gonna 3-bet. Oh my god. What do we do, though? Do we 4-bet? I think I'm gonna 4-bet less than all in here. Like 260k or so. I still expect to get all the money from kings, queens, jacks, ace, king here. But also I'm leaving room for Gansau, who we have tagged as pink, to make some bluffs. And also call with some hands that they might have bluffed. Which with aces we're not too worried about. But they fold. Joseph raises to 56. We will just call with the 8s. Queen 9-7. Good flop for our hand. And we're also going to check with our 8s. 9 on the turn. good card for both of us, honestly. I'm gonna bet now. This is thin. Because Joseph, when they have 9s, the few that they have, ace 9 suited, 9 10 suited, 9 8 suited, which we block, they check them. So that improves their range. When we have a 9 here, like 9 10 suited, 9 8 suited, ace 9 suited, we check them as well. So that strengthens both of us. Check, check. Who's the queen jack? Yeah. Dang it. And I like the way that Joseph played this hand. Checking the queen jack on the turn. I think it's a good hand to include. Let's raise up king jack. And it's close to us on the turn whether we want to bet to try and get calls from a few worse hands, which is possible, and protect from bad cards coming off, or to check our 8s and then play the river. The problem is we're probably going to have to call the river, so we might as well bet the turn ourselves. And a shove for 30 big blinds. We'll folds. A min raise from Zaretta off 16 bigs, which is interesting because there's going to be a lot of hands they shove here. So they're polarized. We're not dominated with our queen 10, unless they have ace queen probably, because they're going to shove ace 10, they're going to shove king queen and queen jack and jack 10 and all that stuff. So I actually like reshoving here because when called, we're not dominated. They either have the nuts or they have folds, which is cool. So I'm going to put it in and try and pick up that 116k. They are polarized. They have ace king, but we have equity against that hand. That's the best raise call hand we can see, and we actually win. Boom. There we go. Getting lucky, man. 1.1 million, and we got a new table. All right, now we have ace queen. Let's raise it up. It's a pretty legendary cast here. Go 3-bet to 192. My immediate thought is we should 4-bet here. We're 43 off the money, but 43 is a little bit deceptive in that our stack is not one that we're going to be able to just fold our way into the money. I think they're going to be taking advantage of the fact that we're probably perceived as one of the weaker players at this table, and are going to play this quite passively. And of course we have a strong hand in ace queen, right? We're doing well against some of the hands they 3-bet and call. So let's 4-bet and get this 350k. Boom. 1.2. How about queens on the bubble of the 530? Why don't you just... You best be winning, queens. If you don't win, I'm going to be in a tough spot mentally. In a tough position. The plan is going to be to shove here. We have 27 big blinds. With it being the bubble, we don't really want to allow them to call because we're going to lose a lot of pots on ace or king high boards in this spot. And also, we don't have any bluffs. So basically, it's just like, it's a profitable shove for 200k. Let's take it and hope they don't have aces or kings. And flip if they have ace king. That'll be fun. Here we go. I don't know if I could have taken a bust there. I don't know if I could have taken it. I'm not going to lie. That would have been really tough. All right. Cool hand, Luke. Oh, we're at 128. 3 off the money. 128, chat. 128. Get your 3s out. We have ace jack. Interesting. I'm folding to Eisenhower. It's close. Normally, on the bubble. Not really close. Gonna fold. Here's our short stack, dude. 3 away from the money. From the Faroe Islands. So we'll fold. Another short here. Stack here to Godfather. On 5 bigs. Cavalito with half a big blind. It's a raise call and a squeeze. So basically an all-in. And then 19 Dan is tanking. I don't know if they're tanking to get to the money bubble faster or what. Wow. We have aces, dude. We have aces. On the bubble. Oh my god, we have the ace and ace. 3 away from the money, dude. Obviously, the plan is to raise. Filming dropping 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Filming. Gets the love of the chat for that 1,000 bits. We see a raise to 120. Shove, guys. Shove it in. Bubble sweat. I mean, I want to call with aces. I want to call. If we get it in against kings and lose, I mean, I'm very sad. I'm very sad, but I could be happy with myself, you know? Will Chavez find a call? I wouldn't mind 2 million. 2 million chips is a lot. And it'd be 2.3 as well. Ish. 2.2. But it's a full. All right. 1.3. 1.3. King 8 against 4s. We've lost a player. Can we get some 2s out in chat, please? Some 2s. We're 2 away from the money, man. Oh, we're 1 away. We're on the stone bubble, chat. 1 away. Get your 1s in chat. Come on, get them out. Get the 1s out. 11.19 is the min cash. 85,000 is the first place prize. Why do you go all in? Why didn't you just re-raise a little like any good player would have? In this bubble situation, there's going to be no little re-raises because we don't have any bluffs. You know, like, so you tell me a bluff that we can have here, given that we're 3 off the money and min cashing is extremely important. Come up with a hand. There is none. No one would bluff here. It's just, it's mathematically really dumb to do. To turn your hand into a bluff, to put your stack at risk. So yeah, I mean, we don't have any bluffs. So all of our hands we play are shoves. All of them. Girth Allen is a goner. 0 chips. You know what that means, chat? Get your Stap Reds out there. Get them out. Stap Red in the house. Come on. Get your money bags out. We've cashed the tournament, dude. We got a scoop high cash on the board. It feels good, man. Oh, we got the kings. Now with 16 big blinds, do we want to min raise or do we want to shove? I think it's really close. It's really close. I'm gonna raise. The question is, like, do we have hands that min raise and fold off 16 big blinds? And I don't know. Probably not, really. But what do they think? Do they think we have hands that are gonna raise and fold here? Can we induce bluffs? I don't know. Anyways, it folds around to Chavez in the big blind. Gonna make a call, and we have an ace queen deuce flop. Check back to the turn, which is a check. I will bet. I think there's a decent amount of value to get from diamonds and clubs. We block most of the straight draws, but we can probably get a bet out of a queen as well. 3 diamonds on the river, and definitely going to check back here. Got value out of a queen. Good stuff. 1.6 million. So we got the max, but it was stressful. Whew, stressful on that ace high flop. It was 70 of 92. 2 away from the pay jump, up to 1452 as well, or 3 away, I guess. And we see limp. I'm going to check ace deuce here. I think we should have some aces that check, and this offsuited ace is a reasonable one to include. Check back flop. Flush on the turn. No reason to bet. Do we value bet river? I don't think so. Just check it down. Ace king. All right. Well, we avoided the punishment. If you guys haven't checked out Turbo Kings, you should. Oh, the king and the king. The king and the king, man. What a hand to come back to after break. We're going to raise it up. And I think 2.23 is a better size. We've got a sicko friend of the stream, Wizzo in the big blind, so we don't want to give them really good prices. Not just with our kings. Of course, kings is really strong. We don't really care that much. But with all the hands we raise here, we want to make it a little bit bigger than just a min raise. So we'll make it around, you know, 2.25. But everyone folds. All right. Could have gone better with the kings. 4s. Can we profitably shove? Nope. Can't set mine out here either. We're not deep enough. I was probably just going to open fold this, honestly. But definitely once we see Eisenhower raise, I don't like shoving. We have all of these stacks behind and a decent stack ourselves. And calling, you know, if we knew it was going to go like this, sure, we'd call, but we don't. You know, sometimes you can get a squeeze. And, poker gods. Why are you trolling me? Poker gods. And if it folded to us, I was just going to fold as well, honestly, because we can't shove. So basically, we're just stealing with a pair of 4s, which plays terribly post-flop. Ignore that it's an ace-ace-4 flop, okay? This is such a troll. Such a troll. So I was just going to fold. Ace-10 of diamonds. Here we go. Here's a hand. We have 18 big blinds as the blinds just increased. So against these two, I was just going to flat the open because they're playing pretty tight. Against Wizzo, who's playing it very aggressively, to me, this is a clear shove. You know, we're seeing them open so many hands. Ace-10 is well ahead. And sometimes we can get called by hands where we're, like, basically just flipping. So, with 366k in the middle, I'm going to shove it in. Come on, Chad. Get the bombos out. Let's go. Take it down. All right. 1.7 million. Good pickup. Ace-5 suited. I like the open here. Big blind's pretty short. It's a decent hand to raise, and that we're going to flop pretty well. We also have a tight image at this table, which is good. Gonna get a decent amount of respect. It's a tough spot against Eisenhower in the small blind, against Black Panther in the big blind with 8 bigs. You know, we'll rumble if they pick up a hand they're worthy of getting it in against. But we get shoved on, and we get a fold. Onwards we roll 7-8 suited. We're priced in against Black Panther if they shove here for 6 bigs. Just got enough equity, and Chavez folds. So here we go, chat. Vamos! Against the King 8, we're dominated. Hit me with the 5, man. The 5 or the 7. Does not happen. Ayah, we lose a pot to Panther. We're down to just under a milli. Oh, we got the Ace King. Come on, man. Come on, Ace King. Final 70 in the $530 deep stack with $1,452 locked up. But there is more money up top, and I want it, man. Let's get a double up here. Eisenhower shoves. We have a customer. But can we get the double? We're going to have to play an all-in pot. can be for about 1.6 million. 1.8 million, chat. It's a big moment. Come on.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
They got the aces, though. We have a big blind, guys. 69 of 69. This is our moment. Good luck. GG. Good luck, everyone remaining still in the tournament. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. Any feedback you have about anything down there is awesome. And also, subscribe to the channel, please. Easiest way to support me is to drop that sub button. So do that. Until next time, see you guys later.